What's up guys, welcome back for another YgoPro duel video. Two cards, well, we've had like a new wave of a massive load of new cards revealed yesterday. Two of them are here in the main deck. One of the first one here is Cosmo Brain, level 7 one, definitely has a place in level 7 oriented decks, like for example Dark Magician. It acts like, well, you have to send like an effect monster or a non-effect monster in this particular case. Dark Magician, for example, from either your hand or from your side of the field to the graveyard to special summon your brain to the field, and then your brain's on field effect can activate, like tribute an effect monster. Let's say, well, it doesn't really matter, you can tribute Cosmo Brain itself, or a Brandish Link monster, for example. Yep, a Brandish is again in this deck. Again, support, draw engine, disruption, again, fantastic for this particular deck as well. To special summon, in this particular case, a Dark Magician, for example, from your hand or deck to the field. So quite okay, a Dark Monster, Allure of Darkness target. And the second card here, a new card also in the main deck from the most recent set, I believe it's Cybernetic Horizon, is Zirdras. Zirdras is a level 6, so that's again something that you could play around with, you know, possible rank 6 with Apprentice Illusion Magician, for example. But Zirdras can definitely have a place in this deck, since when like a spell or trap on your field is destroyed, you can special summon Zirdras either from your hand or graveyard, again quite important, and then use its effect to get a spell or trap from your graveyard. In this case, you know, Dark Magician, both Eternal Soul and the Dark Magic Circle are crucial cards for this particular deck, so revivability and to get those cards back, that might be an okay card for Dark Magician. So let's see a couple of example duels. Okay, first example again. I think I get to start, should have like 5 replays ready, right? Yep, the Brandish engine in this deck, a couple of reasons, right? The deck, at least Dark Magicians, is already running a lot of spells, and with the Engage searching out the token generator and either the spell or monster destroyer, what is it called, like the wave or the jammer, both of them, you know which ones I mean, right? But again, one of the newer combos you can have in this particular deck is you having the Cosmo Brain in your hand, and then, for example, send the Dark Magician from your hand to the graveyard to special summon herself. And because you already had like the Brandish Link monster on the field, which already generated a lot of advantage, right? You can tribute that Link monster and special summon a Dark Magician, and then, you know, have like a rank 7 Exceed play ready. And first turn, like the only 2 monsters on the field, Tomahawk seems very appropriate, right? And Tomahawk is pretty much like well, I can't really like call it a one card Skull Dread, but you know what I mean. Again, it instantly can go for Skull Dread, drawing your 4 cards, and then well, replenish your hand, right? Drawing your hand traps, drawing your disruption, getting Zirdras on the field to revive, I believe. Was it the quick play spell? Yeah, I think the quick play spell, since I already had a Dark Magic Circle in my hand. So again, that's good, right? But again, the fact that it's level 6, it's not really abusable, but it's something that if you're, and I'm definitely sure that Dark Magician players definitely know that, is that people or your opponent definitely wants to get rid of your Eternal Soul, Dark Magic Circle, and that's where Zirdras can come in handy, right? Especially because it also activates from the graveyard. It will banish itself after it used its effect, but still getting back like that crucial spell card. And I'm looking at Dark Magic Circle here in this situation, or for this particular deck, then this card might have a place in the main deck. As Borealo Dragon again coming in clutch, still think you need it in the extra deck, right? Very easy to make, and it just deals with super tough monsters from your opponent. The Lilith is okay, no field spells, so that definitely helps. I'm definitely going to use Phoenix, lose Phoenix here indeed, but again, well, the Dark Magician, if Dark Magician gets its setup, you can't really do that much, right? Well, then again, you can disrupt or destroy the Eternal Soul to get the Raigeki effect of losing or destroying all monsters on the field. So that, again, that's definitely possible. Going second this time, and you know, pray to God, especially because you're playing against Pendulums, praying to God that you have any form of disruption, Ash Blossom, Ghost Ogre, Infinite Transience, or Transience if you have that in the main deck. But Well, anyway, this is definitely a good hand, opening Rod secrets to potentially get 2 draws, filling your grave with multiple spells after you used your spellbook of knowledge. The Brandish token generator is decent, Allure, bit dangerous or not really optimal if you're ready, at least if you're using Allure with only Rod in your hand. Summoner's Art definitely has a place in this deck again, extra spells, fuel for your Brandish engine, and, quite important, can immediately search out your Dark Magician to get your engine rolling, and especially with your new Cosmo Brain you need that normal monster in your hand. Suicide with Rod, since thanks to that I can go for some Brandish shenanigans, and I'm honest, I am somewhat lucky here of getting those draws and eventually use, what is it called, Inheritance, I believe the name is, banishing the 2 spells and immediately searching out the continuous spell, the Dark Magic Circle, and go for the Tomahawk engine, and again establish my board. But I think he's eventually going to scoop it up. Skull Dread will give me 4 draws indeed, replenishing my hands, and yep, Scoop Phase has been entered. With Eternal Soul, I believe Ghost Ogre also in hand, so yeah. Whatever, right, to each their own. Another example. Setting up the Brandish Engage, too good, giving you the potential draw, the search, and of course a link monster / an effect monster on the field to be tributed by the Cosmo Brain. Made a Tomahawk combo. If your opponent disrupts this, that's fine. Still have Rod here in this case, and let's not forget your opponent already used the hand trap, right? So again, that's one less Ghost Ogre, for example, to care about, or where your opponent, or at least that your opponent can use against your Dark Magic Circles. So I know people are not really a huge fan of the splashability of Brandish, but again, they lure out hand traps. It's like a hand trap bucket, right? Where your opponent is forced to play the hand trap on like Engage, and then I'm looking at Ash Blossom, for example. So again, definitely has a place. Eternal Soul, I believe, protecting the Dark Magician needed against Eater of Millions. Definitely not going to lose, or at least definitely not going to let him use the field spell, right? Clifford Genius negating the Eater of Millions, not that important, I think. Go for Borderload Dragon again, quite clutch against a monster that's pretty much untargetable, right? In case of Diablos, just in case activate the second Dark Magic Circle, sadly no plus. But again, in full control of the duel, get back Rod, and next turn I can attack for a game. So again, GG, well played. Another example against Pendulum Magicians again. Yep, I get to start. Okay, that's okay. Zirdras in the opening hand, so giving me some, well, resources, potential resources back from the graveyard if the opponent is able to get rid of Dark Magic Circle with any form of disruption, like Ghost Ogre, for example. I believe I have 2 forms of interruption, yep, both Eternal Soul and the Ghost Ogre. The Eternal Soul definitely, at least the opponent definitely could have seen this one coming, right, with only 1 set. Navigation, or Navigate, is not in the main deck, not really a huge fan of that card. It also forces you of having the Dark Magician in hand, so not really sure about that. Okay, eventually it goes for going for Tornado Dragon. Yup, the Raigeki effect, that's definitely a problem, losing the monster lineup, right? But I didn't drop this Zerg, maybe I should have, but it all works out fine with the top deck of Engage and, you know, getting the token again, going for the Fire Link, etc, etc. Tornado Dragon is lured out, but here is where Zirdras comes into play. Drop it to the field to get back the Dark Magic Circle indeed, and yep, gain some nice advantage still. And well, again, I'm honest, I forgot the, what is it called, the Supreme King's Pendulum effect here, and yeah, as you will see in a moment, that will eventually cost me the duel, if I'm not mistaken, right? Even though with the Ghost Ogre in hand. Yeah, I'm definitely going to use Ghost Ogre on the fusion. But I believe my top deck isn't that fantastic, if not mistaken. Again, yeah, the Cosmo Brain dead in my hand. So early game, the card might get you going with those nasty, like Tormare, Galaxy Tomahawk plays. But maybe mid to late game, the card might be dead. So again, it just needs more playtesting, right? Last example, again, I get to start a lot of advantage build-up, again, thanks to the Brandish engine search, like the token generators, multiple Eternal Soul, potentially setting up like the Tomahawk play again, thanks to Cosmo Brain, sending Dark Magician from my hand to the graveyard again, Tomahawk. Again, it's up to you how you want to play this one, right? Going for Skull Dread is an option, but I think I'm going for a Griffin here in this case. Not really sure if no, again, yeah, Skull Dread seems like the appropriate target again, setting both Eternal Souls, and I have enough fodder, enough fuel ready for next turn, so again, okay, Diablos, not really that big of a threat, so definitely going to reborn the Dark Magician. Not really sure, yeah, indeed, I should banish the spell, I think his field spell, but anyway, I'm going to lose Skull Dread, but again, that's not really that big of a deal. Get rid of the field spell with Ghost Ogre. He does reveal the Eradicator, so calling a trap, but again, I have too many resources left. I have the Rod still in my hand to get a search and potentially search out my last copy of Eternal Soul. Yep, definitely going to chain the quick play spell card to dodge the Infinite Transience, and again, Apprentice Illusion Magician, you know, dealing some small damage, get some draws, but again, yeah, pretty much setting up for next turn. His his top deck will pretty much be dead, but yeah, as you're seeing, this is definitely GG, right? Dark Magic attack and going for double Dark Magician and Diablos, right? And this is eventually GG. So like always, feel free to leave suggestions. I'm happy with the build. Maybe like Infinite Transients in the main deck, more hand traps maybe. I'm definitely keen. I'm definitely liking the Brandish engine, by the way. Cosmo Queen, okay card for Dark Magicians. Not really a huge fan of the Witch, the new Link 2 monster. Zirdras might also be one of in the deck. Okay, guys, that's it. Thanks for watching and feel free to leave a comment or like if you enjoyed the video. Lithium signing out. Peace.